We continue on Offside Sports inside the Loft 100 studios in Southern California, presented by Turtlebox Audio. Waterproof, durable, and insanely loud. Find their industry-changing portable speakers at turtleboxaudio.com. This portion of the program presented by our newest partner here on Offside Sports, Bebemos Tequila. Crafted from tradition, fueled by freedom, and made for those who chase the sun. Bebemos, is a way of life. Find your bottle at WeDrinkTequila.com. Well, as we all know, the NIL world right now is going crazy, and for some you guys it might still seem like it's the Wild West. For others who were smart enough to get into it early, I think they're seeing big things happen, and that certainly describes our next guest. He is the CEO of Out2Win. Their website is out2win.io. And CEO Jack Adler joins us here on Offside Sports. Jack, I can't fathom how crazy an average day must be for you, but we certainly appreciate you being along for the ride. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I'm super excited to be here, and you're not wrong. The space is it's chaotic, it's ever evolving, and for some people that scares them away. For me, it excited me and got me to jump in early on, and it has certainly been nothing but a roller coaster ride for the last 4 years.
You know, Dave and I are sitting here lamenting the fact that we were not playing high school or college sports back in the era of the NIL, and it's funny now there are some college athletes that are actually taking pay cuts by turning pro. Jack, for people who are learning about you and Out2Win for the first time, can you kind of just give us the nickel version of what Out2Win, the platform, is all about?
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And yeah, I wasn't playing college or high school sports either, and frankly, I wasn't athletic enough, which is why I decided to take on the side of it. So I'm glad that I at least had this opportunity thanks to NIL. But yeah, so at Out2Win, we're an athlete marketing intelligence platform, which means we provide data intelligence to brands, to talent agencies, to universities, helping them build smarter NIL partnerships. We have an AI-backed algorithm called the Out2Win score, which pretty much helps brands find the right fit for the campaigns that they're building, and helps universities and talent agencies identify opportunity areas to help their athletes maximize their NIL.
Now, look, it's basically it's ever evolving when you look at what's going on with NIL. I still say, even though we've talked about it for a few years, I imagine for a lot of the older coaches, like you've heard some coaches, he's saying, look, it's too much, I'm getting out. You've also seen universities saying, look, we're all in, and they've been very successful at it. For the players, they're obviously looking at not only their name and their brand to say we want to continue to grow it, but at the same time, is there an issue for what universities are trying to learn and what you're trying to teach them? And so basically everybody wins. I mean, you jumped while the iron was hot, but yet it seems like this is a game that can change 10 years down the line from what we're talking about today.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly can. We're living in an era, like, day to day, things are changing. It makes it really tough to build a business in the landscape, candidly, because I can get an alert on my phone right now that changes, the course of the way that some of our business has to be operated. And that's happened, over the last 4 years of being in the space. That said, there's so much more evolution to come, because we're in a landscape where you're learning new things constantly, as this new batch of athletes are taking on the recent settlement that was passed on July 1st. Even we're learning new things about certain ways that rules really aren't going to be able to be enforced the way that they initially envisioned. So I do anticipate, and I'm preparing myself and my team for just constant evolution, because that's just frankly how I think is the only way we're going to get to a place where there's mutual fairness amongst both athletes and the organizations like the NCAA and all the universities backing the growth of college athletics.
Jack, can you tell us a little bit more about your business flow? Like, how do you partner directly? Do athletes find you, or are you marketing yourself to athletes, or more to the universities, or to the athletic directors, or how are you marketing yourself, and how are the athletes and these brands finding you?
Yeah, so our database is compiled of all athletes with public social media profiles. So if you are an athlete with a social media profile and you're, on the roster of the university that you play at, you are pulled into our publicly aggregated database. You can almost think of it like a directory of all college athletes across the country. And with that, we are then using AI to pretty much stack them up against each other based on their off the field marketability strength. And as a brand, you can come in and enter the criteria you're looking for in an athlete, and we help you find the right fit.
Okay.
So, on the flip side, talent agencies and universities are able to come in and claim the profiles of their athletes and are able to help one, leverage those insights around their marketability strength, and two, connect with brands and businesses to identify and connect with potential NIL opportunities.
Jack Adler is the CEO of Out2Win. Their website again, out2win.io. Jack, you went to Syracuse, so I assume you're not going to get any clients from Clemson anytime soon.
Yeah, that's really funny. I mean, I don't know. I guess I hope that that won't hurt our relationship with Clemson.
Your secret is safe with us. You know, Jack, a lot of these kids, and I call them kids because they're 18, 19, 20, and 21-year-olds, maybe younger because of high school. It's the first time that a lot of them are coming into what we would call big money and immediate wealth based on what they do, their persona, et cetera, et cetera. How do you, if you do it at all, how do you help them deal with this financial windfall?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's insane to think about the point in these athletes' lives that they're now dealing with this. I mean, we're talking about college athletics here, but even looking into high school NIL that has now
Sure.
NIL has continued expanding, through into high school, and to think about the different financial implications that these young kids are now dealing with, it's scary, frankly. Like we like on behalf of Out2Win, we don't have direct resources because the people we're collaborating with are talent agencies, universities, and brands.
Yeah.
That said, we have actually brought in certain partners that handle financial education, that handle different, really just different education across the board, including personal branding. And it's a resource that we then are providing to our university partners, our talent agency partners, to help implement that into the education that those organizations are already putting forth to their athletes.
What's the pushback like, Jack, from, let's say, even a high school coach? You know, I'm a high school baseball coach, been a high school baseball coach for a long time. I've had talented players that get drafted and understand their lives are going to get better. But at the same time, if I'm trying to win games as a high school coach and I'm preaching team, and all of a sudden I have this kid over here that's more concerned about his NIL deal than he is concerned about working hard in practice, is there a pushback, or is it one of those where some people are saying, oh, it's ridiculous, these kids are so young? And I'll push back on that one. I'll help you out on that, because there were 13-year-old girls playing in Wimbledon, and that was fine when it was, Capriati playing in Wimbledon when she's 13, but as a 17-year-old, let's say, baseball player, some people saying, well, they're minors. They shouldn't have a chance to earn this kind of money.
Yeah, I think naturally we're all a little hesitant to change in all different parts of life, but this has become, I think, just more so something that's accepted. Like I said, it's kind of moving its way down into youth sports, and it's becoming more and more accepted as a part of the game, where athletes naturally have this level of marketability, mostly due to the credibility that comes along with being as good as you are at your sport. And as they're getting earning opportunities, it's something that you just have to respect and appreciate at this level, because it's athletes capitalizing on the hard work that they put in on and off the court to go earn monetization opportunities from it. So, like, to answer your question, yes, there's certainly pushback, but I think we're now reaching the acceptance stage of coaches, of fans, of all people involved in just the sports ecosystem, realizing that this is the reality.
Jack, we got about 45 seconds left. I'm curious, the AI element of Out2Win, how much has that helped you, and how much is it, I guess, make it faster for those schools and those businesses and whatnot to find you and get the help they need when they go to out2win.io?
Yeah, I mean that's really what AI is doing in all aspects of all of our lives right now. It's helping make things more streamlined and more intelligent, and that's exactly how we're helping universities, brands, and talent agencies. Is just by helping one the process of finding the right partnerships faster, but two making sure that it's smarter. You're making sure that there's true alignment behind both the brand and the athlete involved in these partnerships. I mean, I think we're just at the beginning. We're continuing at Out2Win to provide more and more intelligence and holistic ways to evaluate the worth and the strength of a partnership. We're just getting started right now, but we're super excited about the way that we've been able to grow the space.
Jack Adler, CEO, Out2Win is the company. Out, the number 2, WIN.io. Jack, don't be a stranger. Please help out some sports business talk show hosts who may need a little extra money as well. All right, what is everybody chirping about? What do the standings look like at our weekly bets of the show? Our Gots and Bots coming up next as we continue right here on Offside Sports.